folks, Dan Frio here, the Mortgage Update. Today is February 13th, and let's get at it. What happened today? Well, look at this. Market's zero. So we're basically flat. That's not bad. I thought we were going to have a little bit of an uptick today. So let's see what happened today. The Dow, well, one of the biggest things that came out today were actually there's two things. One, the Dow dropped 129. Basically, the coronavirus fears, like I said last night, late in the evening they came out and there was like I think 15,000 new cases that were discovered, but they're saying those are a couple weeks old. So I don't know what happened there, and that spooked the market. Stock market went kind of like this throughout the day. So it opened. I'll go like this. It opened really bad, got a little bit better, and then went bad again. So that's what happened there. And then producer price or consumer price index. That's when we watch inflation, it's actually just stable. We came in at 2.3 figure, and that's basically stable. It remained the same, and we're at so that's that part of it. When you strip out some of the details, we were a little bit hotter than we wanted to be. One of the biggest things was rents. Rents are skyrocketing, and if you see right here, rents are they're increasing about 4% a year. So that actually gives argument to, let's look at housing. Prices have bottomed out, they're on their way back up, and they're still increasing. Rates are basically still hit historic lows. We got programs that basically can get you into homes with 3% down, and we have a slew of down payment assistance programs right now that'll give you the money for your down payment. So if down payment's an issue, let us know because we can help you in that area. If you have 5% or 10% down, the rates are phenomenal right now. So it's a win-win-win when you look at buying a home. Again, home prices are on the rebound, rates are at historic lows. You still get the tax benefits of writing off all your interest and all your taxes up to, I think it's like $10,000. So most people don't have real estate taxes that exceeds $10,000. Hey, but I do want to thank you guys. I got between last night and today, I don't know how many. My email box, it sounds old time. My emails have been bombarded with people saying, Dan, look at these rate quotes I'm getting. Probably 75% of the quotes I got back with people, and we can beat what you're getting now. In many of the cases, probably half the cases, we got you a better rate with less fees. And then in almost every case, if we could get you the same rate, with much lower fees. So please check me out. Again, let me recap what I am. My name is Dan Frio, the Mortgage Update. I do this every day. I was at the radio station all day today doing about 5 programs. You can hear me if you're in Illinois, in Chicago. You can hear me on WIND radio. That's AM 560. Weekends on Saturday from 7 to 8 a.m. You can hear me on WYLL radio. That's a Christian radio station in Chicago. You can hear me every night, Monday through Friday, from 7:30 to 8 p.m. I'm a mortgage advisor. Have been doing this for 32 years. I just changed my email address, so if you tried to email me in the past and it's getting bounced, I didn't change companies. We're just rebranding. We have much better technology, more programs, lower rates, lower fees. Basically, we rebranded ourselves for 2020 and beyond. You can reach me at Danny, DANNY, .frio, which is FRIO, at preferredrate.com. You can still find me on the web at the Frio group, or the FrioTeam.com. I'm sorry, the FrioTeam.com, and just Google search me, The Mortgage Update with Dan Frio. So what we watch on this channel every day is we watch what's going on with the bond market, and especially the MBS market. This is the tool or the bond or the investment that determines mortgage rates. So this is a bond. This number here represents what happened that day to the price of a bond, kind of like a stock. You're looking at a stock and you want to see what happened for it, during that day or that day. You look and I check the Google stock and it's up $3 a share. That's basically what this represents. Okay, what's happening to the price of that bond? As the price goes up, rates come down. Because you're paying more for a bond, you're paying more for an investment, thus getting you a lower yield on your money, on your investment. So here's what we follow. We follow on this channel the mortgage-backed securities market. So let's tighten up the groups a little bit. So it basically, what happened today was basically kind of what I was expecting. here's a trend that let me go through a couple trend lines that we've been facing. A couple short-term trends and some other things. And you see here we hit kind of a bottom right here. So here was basically the coronavirus threw us a curveball today a little bit, but all the economic news came in kind of as we expected. So I said yesterday we're probably going to end up right about in here, and feel free to go back to my emails or my YouTubes from yesterday. I said, this is a pretty dramatic decline, so I'm expecting us to kind of go in this range in here. We would be in this category here, and that's where we ended. I'm sorry for all the lines. This is how I kind of see what I'm expecting rates to do. The good news is there's no real economic news out tomorrow, so keep an eye on the coronavirus and the stock market. Usually what happens is when the stock market goes up, we'll see rates kind of trickle up. When the stock market goes down, people are selling their stocks, they're buying in or loading into the bond market, which is part of this. And it's bringing up the prices and down the yields. So that's what's happening there. In the world right now, let's see what happens I usually go to CNBC and see what's happening in the real estate market. I don't think there's really much going on there. Let's go here. Currencies, U.S. markets. We want to go to real estate. Real estate. I don't really want to go move to the Caribbean, so let's skip that. No news there. Let's go over to the news wires. Stock shrug off. Spike in the coronavirus. Again, that's the news right now. You'll notice if you watch me every day, there's always a pattern of kind of some bad news out there. Right now, it's the coronavirus. A couple weeks ago, it was the impeachment things, and then prior to that, it was the bombing in the Middle East. Prior to that, it was Brexit. Believe it or not, I kind of got that one, but I really don't get that. I always think there's always something there to push the market. Let me give you my intake on what's going on in the markets right now. I think my personal feelings is the market is, and I'll try to do some different studies tomorrow for you, but like PE ratios and other things to kind of price out the stock market. But I think there's euphoria in the stock market and people are piled in there. And when some bad news hits, we're gonna have a pretty good correction, and all that's good for mortgage rates. I don't really see mortgage rates going anywhere from here. I basically think this is going to be our short-term low. So if you've done nothing, look into it. We're still, let's go back to moving on here. Let's go back to a 6-month line. Okay, we're still, rates. We're back to rates the way they were back in, May of last year. If you go back 2 years, look at this though. This is kind of cool. If you refinance a couple years ago, you were down here. This is the price again. We've had this big a run in the market. Rates today are 1% lower than they were a year ago. They're even better than they were 2-3 years ago. So if you have not done anything, please look into doing something. Like I said yesterday, I've come out with some news. Refinances were up 207% in January than they were January of last year. So everybody's piling on right now and trying to take advantage of these low rates. A lot of people are back to work. They have more equity in their home. They're doing remodeling on their home. They're paying off bills, or they're just getting a lower rate to make it all make sense. So if you want to look into any of those, let me know. I do conventional financing. I do FHA, VA, USDA. I do reverse loans. We have down payment assistance programs. We have basically, if it has anything to do with residential real estate, I hope I can help you. At least if I can't, I'll dive down and turn over every rock for you to explain what your options are. And that's about it. So I don't have much data today because the markets weren't really kind of flat. There's no economic news that really jogged the market, and there's no economic news out tomorrow. So please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe down below. Leave some comments. I love the comments you guys are leaving. I respond to every one of them. And if you want me to look at your scenario, to refinance, you're looking to buy or build, you want me to look at your rates, your fees, anything of that sort, please reach out to me. You can reach me a couple ways. Shoot me an email at Danny, DANNY, .frio @preferredrate.com. you can give me a call, 844-775-LOAN. And the best thing I can say is, just Google me so you know who you're dealing with. I pride myself on, I talk to almost every person that calls in. I might not be the one working on your loan on a daily basis, but I know in the background exactly what's going on. So if you do call me or text me, I probably know what's going on with your loan. I'm always here. I'm always willing to jump in if and when you need me. So God bless. I thank you for tuning in. Please, again, don't forget to subscribe down below. And if you know any family, friends, neighbors, anybody looking to need help with a mortgage, I hope you reach out to me. God bless. See you tomorrow.